Welcome to my channel where we discuss all things politics, especially about the 2023 presidential election. And as I keep saying, the presidential election is the most important of all the elections because the president of Nigeria wields enormous powers that could be used for good. That's why we need to elect a good president, a caring president, a capable president, and a president who will not steal our money. The by now it has become a settled matter on who Afenifere, the pan-Yoruba socio-cultural organization, is supporting for 2023 presidential election. And that person is the presidential candidate of Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi. And people have asked, what is the significance of Afenifere endorsement? But before I go into that, it is important for us to understand what Afenifere is, what it represents, and its antecedent. Afenifere has been playing significant role in political history of Nigeria right from the time of the late sage, Chief Obafemi Awolowo. And I can tell you for free, Afenifere is the most powerful and most politically conscious of all the socio-cultural organizations in Nigeria. And his accomplishments speaks for it. Afenifere is at the roots of the democracy we are enjoying today. Afenifere played significant role in chasing the military out of power. The role of Afenifere in Nigerian politics cannot be overemphasized. His contribution in making National Democratic Coalition or NEDECO a success story cannot be overemphasized. And it's an association made up of credible men and women who want the best for Nigeria and who want justice, fairness, and equity. And it is at the root of that you see Afenifere backing Peter Obi of Labour Party. Afenifere are fair-minded people, and they understand that in a federation like Nigeria, power cannot be concentrated on a few people and on a few zones in the country. Power needs to be decentralized. Power needs to be shared in the spirit of the federal character principle. That is why when you listen to them and they are giving you the reason why they are supporting Peter Obi, they tell you the statistics. They tell you the reason why power in 2023 should shift to the south and why it should be domiciled in the southeast. Because they have also felt the anger of isolation, of being neglected, of being bossed over. That is why you see that Afenifere one of the key things they demand in this country is true federalism, so that no part of this country will feel marginalized, neglected, or disregarded. Now, I have seen some people from Southwest who are not happy with what they are doing right now. But I think those people are in the minority. And they don't seem to appreciate the role of Southeast people. Many of them are even revisionists who don't want to acknowledge even the contribution people of Southeast made when the presidential election of 1993, which if MKO Abiola was poised to win, was annulled by the military. Many of the people that fought for the revalidation of Abiola's presidency were from Southeast. And I will give you some few names here just for the sake of anybody from Southwest who may not be conversant with this, who may think that why is Nadeko, why is Afenifere backing somebody from Southeast when they have a Yoruba son who is in the race? That is what one of the things I will do in this video. Now, let me mention some Southeast people that stood with the Yoruba to ensure the validation or revalidation of Abiola's mandate. These are just the leaders, those who are in the leadership position, who are the forefront, who stood shoulder to shoulder when the military oligarchs dominated by northern Nigeria annulled June 12th election. And they formed Nadeko to make life uncomfortable for the military. Among prominent Southeast people who were Nadeko members include former governor of Anambra State, Dr. Chukwemeke Zife, late Admiral Ndubisi Kanu. Ndubisi Kanu, as a military governor, he had been military governor of Lagos State, military governor of Imo State, and held several other positions before he retired from the Nigerian military. He was a member of Nadeko. We have Commodore Bitu Kiwe, former chief of staff, chief of general staff, former chief of general staff. He was like a vice president to General Ibrahim Babangida. You have another prominent Igbo man who is late now, Alhaji Abdulaziz Ude. You have Chief Raf Obioha. You have Chief Michael Anyam. You have Chief Vincent Nwizubo. We have late Dr. Atowankwo, who was a former vice chairman of Nadeko and founder of the Eastern Mandate Union. So that there had been good relationship between Southwest and Southeast, which they were building upon to chase the military out of power and to ensure the return of true federalism. So the Southwest, which Afenifere is a major factor in, has stood for justice, fairness, and equity for a long time, and they are still fighting for it. And why this thing they are doing is important. Ordinarily, they if they are selfish, they can say, okay, after 8 years of northern rule, the power will come to the southwest will take it. Despite the fact that Obasanjo had done 8 years, Osibanjo is about to do 8 years. And then they will come and add another Yoruba person 8 years. They could have say, okay, they're going to go with that. But these are people, elderly men, who, according to African saying, that what the elders see sitting down, when a child climb tree, he will not see it. Because they know that these things are ephemeral. Today, it may seem as if Fulani and Yoruba are having rapport. They know that it will change. If they begin to, Yoruba continue to isolate themselves, feeling that they have the numbers, that they can always align with Fulani. Whenever presidency come, they take it. Whenever presidency come, when there will be problem, they will discover that they will be alone. So Afenifere is smart in ensuring unity in the South. That is why they are backing Peter Obi. Because they know that power is ephemeral. You can have it today, tomorrow you won't have it. Yoruba may be on top today, kicking out the ladder that he used to climb to the top. One day it will need that ladder. Right now it appears that everything is cozy between Aswadi Bola Ahmed Tinubu camp, Yoruba camp, and the North. It cannot always continue like that. You can bet on that. That is where people should look at what Afenifere is doing. Afenifere is being strategic. Afenifere leaders from Awolowo to Bola Ige have always been emphatic and against domination of Nigeria by the northern oligarchy. Now, Afenifere do not want to stand by and watch what appears as a Yoruba domination of southern Nigeria, because they know the consequences in the future. And the alliance that the North is building with Southwest today is not sustainable. That is why being very strategic and intelligent leaders, they saw the need to be fair to every section of the South when power is to come from the South. They take cognizance of the fact that Obasanjo from Southwest has done 8 years on behalf of the Yoruba race. Right now, a Yoruba is vice president of Federal Republic of Nigeria. He's going to be there for 8 years again. So they feel that for fairness, justice, and equity, the power should go to the Southeast. And Peter Obi is a beneficiary of that endorsement. Which now brings me to, what is the significance of Peter Obi's endorsement by Afenifere. Now, before I tell you that, if you are new to my channel and you have not yet subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. Now, some people have asked, what is the significance of Afenifere endorsement? Some people have dismissed this endorsement that it doesn't matter, that it's not going to affect or influence the Yoruba race in deciding who to vote for. But before I go into the details to show you the power of Afenifere, let me first of all tell you, if Afenifere does not matter, if the endorsement of Afenifere does not matter, why is it that the man they call the Jagaban of Africa, the Jagaban of the world, the man who they praise as being the political juggernaut of our time, Bola Tinubu, has done so much to be endorsed by Afenifere? Do you think Bola Tinubu is a fool? No, he's not a fool. Bola Tinubu is one of the smartest politicians to come out of this country. That he has been desperate to get the endorsement of Afenifere should show you, or at least give you that impression that Afenifere matters. And Bola Tinubu should be in the right position to know. You know why? Afenifere, I told you earlier on, is the most powerful and most politically conscious socio-cultural organization in Nigeria. Because of their role in making the military uncomfortable, in chasing them out of this country, back to the barracks, sorry. Afenifere enjoyed a lot of leverage when the country was about to enter democracy in 1999. Afenifere was instrumental in the formation of the political party Alliance for Democracy, AD. AD did not have a national spread, but it was made a political party. The military had to register it as a political party because that was what Afenifere wanted. And they utilized it effectively in determining the outcome of elections in 1999. It was Afenifere that compensated Bola Tinubu by giving him the tickets of Alliance for Democracy to become its governorship candidate in Lagos State. Because some other person was in a pole position, in fact, had already emerged. But Afenifere, in this same spirit of fairness, justice, and equity, say, look, Bola Tinubu contributed a lot in the struggle by Nadeko to chase away the military. He needs to be compensated. And they gave him the opportunity. Of course, one of the things that Tinubu did when he emerged as governor was to also do the best he could to destroy Afenifere. That you see Afenifere today talking in different voices. This division was planted by Aswad Bola Ahmed Tinubu when he became governor of Lagos State. And he wanted to capture Afenifere and make it in, turn it to his own image. He created factions. You can go and read articles published by Yinka Odumaka, the former Secretary General or Publicity Secretary of Afenifere. I've written so much of the damage that Aswad Bola Ahmed Tinubu did to Afenifere. Now, that's one part. Now, during the time 1999, because of the annulment of Abiola's presidency, which he won, in 1999, there was, Abiola won in 1993, sorry. He won in 1993, and the election was annulled, and there was political uncertainty in the country. By 1999, when the military now wanted to hand over to civilians, there was an agreement by the political elite in the military that the power should go to Southwest to compensate the zone for the loss they suffered when Abiola's presidency was not revalidated. At that time, the two major parties, three major parties then, People's Democratic Party and APP, All Nigeria Progressive Party, All Nigeria People's Party, and Alliance for Democracy were the three major parties in the country. But the most national were PDP and APP. Because Alliance for Democracy were literally based in Southwest, but they were under the control of Afenifere. Now, when the presidency was zoned to Southwest, it means that head or tail, Southwest will produce the president. PDP nominated General Olusegun Obasanjo as his presidential candidate. Alliance for Democracy were to choose between Chief Bola Ige and Chief Olufalaye. To show you also that Afenifere had always been a strategic organization. Afenifere know that the North will not accept Bola Ige because of his writings that have been anti-North all these years. So Afenifere decided to choose Olufalaye as their preferred presidential candidate. So Olufalaye defeated Bola Ige in the primaries. How that happened is a story for another day. It now became a fight to finish between PDP's Obasanjo and AD's Olufalaye. In APP, Dr. Obonayono had already emerged as the presidential candidate of APP. So what happened was that they know that APP and AD know that they cannot withstand the powers of PDP at that time, given the caliber of people backing them and those inside the party. They now form an alliance between APP and AD. And Olufalaye and Dr. Obonayono stepped down for Obonayono stepped down for Olufalaye. So it now became a fight between two Yoruba sons. In the whole of the Southwest, to show you how powerful Afenifere was and can still be, AD, Alliance for Democracy, swept all the positions in the Southwest. But their winning was not spread enough to produce presidents. And they rejected Obasanjo 100%, even though he's one of their sons in the race. And Obasanjo became president without the support of the Afenifere, because Afenifere had some issues with him and they don't trust him as they trusted Olufalaye. Now, why am I telling you this? To show you that Afenifere is a powerful organization. It's a very influential organization. That is why their endorsement of Peter Obi is very significant. Nobody should downplay its significance for whatever reason. It has given Peter Obi an edge in the Southwest. Whether you like it or not, it has given him an edge. And I can tell you that Tinubu is not sleeping fine because of this. It means a lot to him. The endorsement of Afenifere means a lot to him. And you can see how his media organizations had been celebrating his endorsement, his purported endorsement by Afenifere. So don't listen to anyone who tries to downplay the significance of Afenifere's endorsement of Peter Obi, especially in an election of this nature coming up in 2023 that will be keenly contested and every vote counts. Thank you for watching this video. And if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you.